Hey, happy Easter Saturday to everybody out there. Irish Prepper 2A and Remy. We are coming at you with the second video involving the compass and discussing practicality with it. Now, we came out today with no set agenda. As a matter of fact, we're just kind of traipsing around the woods and we have no, goal in mind. But what I do have here is the Suunto compass ready to go, and you see right there that the red needle's pointing north. That is magnetic north, as we discussed in the last video. And I have the bearing area right there. So what I want to do to adjust and make sure this is right, I want to get that lined up just perfectly. And I'm trying to use as flat a station as possible. So there. Now we have a really good reading. However, as I said, that is magnetic north. And in my area, that is 10 degrees off to the west for grid north if I was doing this on a map. So what I'm going to do is I am going to adjust 10 degrees right there. So sorry if this camera isn't getting that good, guys, but so yeah, I offset 10 degrees to give me north. Now I'll go ahead and I'll put that needle in the box. And that gives me a true north bearing, or a grid north bearing, or direction of travel. Said we were going to get rid of those terms. So that is actually now telling me that real north is 10 degrees off. And that's the direction that I'll take, and that's what I'll use to point my direction. Now, this is still pointing towards magnetic north, but that right there, where I have it lined up with my tick marks, that is actual north, or grid north. So as I said, we are just going to go ahead and take a leisurely hike, maybe look for some morel mushrooms or whatnot, and just see what the day has in store for us. All right, guys, Irish Prepper 2A and Remy, we'll check back with you in a few minutes. All right, guys, looks like we found a nice little spring coming out of the ground there. And that water, it's still muddy, but it's starting to clear up nicely. So yeah, that would be a great source. Great source coming right out of the ground, right there. Yeah, that's going to be a good source. Wouldn't it be, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, that water is totally safe to drink. I'd have no problem with that whatsoever. As soon as we get some of that murky stuff out of there, it's going to start to fill up pure, and you can go ahead and fill your cup or canteen up, and you would be good to go. Check this out. We found a little turtle tucked away, buried himself in. Don't step on him, Remy. Yeah, little box turtle. That's cool. Yeah, everything's starting to come out. So that's a nice little discovery. Cool, man. Well, we made it down to our little stream here, and we're just continuing our journey on. And here, man, found a deer skull. It's been there so long, bleached white, and the grass growing right up out of the top. You know, this, you know, despite doing all the other videos, this is the cool stuff, man. This is, you know, like really going out and exploring and finding cool things like this. You know, all just because I wanted to do a quick little compass video. Alright guys, you all take care, stay safe, have a blessed Easter. Irish Prepper 2A signing off.